Welcome back. We're on the Warthunder dev server looking at the last two planes. We're going to look at the Grippen and the Mirage 4000. I think this video will be a little bit shorter than the other ones since I don't actually have the prerequisites to go out and test fly these ones, so we're just going to take a look at them. We're going to start with the Mirage 4000, which I'm super excited for. I love the way the Mirage looks with the twin engines. It's a nice big hefty plane. As I understand, it was developed to fit the kind of heavy air superiority platform role similar to the F-15. And it looks like it's breaking with the French curse, and it's finally going to get to carry a respectable amount of missiles. It looks like we can carry 6 if we go all IR missiles, or we might be able to carry 3 radar-guided missiles and 4 IR missiles. So, if we can in fact carry all 3 plus 2 and 2, that'll be a pretty respectable loadout. 7 missiles is completely unheard of for a French plane in Warthunder, and even 6 missiles is unheard of for a French plane in Warthunder. So that will be awesome. These are 530Fs, so I like them. Not everybody does, but they usually get the job done. And we have the Magic 2s, which, now that they've gotten their IRCCM and gotten a few buffs, they are extremely potent missiles. Other than that, we have the laser-guided AS-30s, which are fantastic. And we have access to the BGL-1000s, which are also phenomenal bombs. Other than that, it looks like we have large countermeasure pods. I said chair because chaff and flare together. But it looks like you'll be able to carry them in addition to your other missiles. What's interesting is it looks like you're going to be able to take drop tanks, but the only missiles you can equip if you have the drop tanks are going to be your IR missiles. So you'll have to choose whether you want to take fuel tanks and IR missiles, or if you want extra radar-guided missiles. Personally, I think most of the time I'd rather have the extra radar-guided missiles, but on some of the larger, more EC-style maps, fuel tanks are becoming a necessity. And with 2 engines, especially 2 afterburning engines, it would not surprise me if this plane chugs through fuel. And it's got quite a bit of thrust. Being a Delta Wing, it kind of needs it though. A lot of Delta Wings will bleed their speed extremely hard if they make a turn, so usually you get one good turn, and then unless you have overpowered engines, you can't really pull out of there. It's one of the things I always enjoyed about the MiG-21, was even though you bled a lot of speed pulling high AOE turns, you had such a powerful engine that you were able to recover from it if you needed to. It's also one of the reasons why I found flying the Mirage 3s to be kind of miserable, because they didn't have that same engine power advantage. But the Mirage 2000 I love, so hopefully the Mirage 4000 is like double the Mirage 2000, and if it is, I'm going to absolutely adore the plane. Also, the French camos, well, it's not really a camo, but paint designs, especially on their demonstrators and their experimental planes, are phenomenal. They're absolutely stunning, beautiful planes. And with that, let's go look at Sweden. So, the Grippen, we've known it's been coming all year. I should have ground out more of Sweden, but to be honest, I find grinding through Sweden to be a little bit miserable, especially because until I get to the J37D, there's not really a whole lot that I'm super interested in here. But with Grippen coming in, I'm going to have to revise that and get on top of it, because Grippen is going to be an absolutely insane plane. Looking at it, 7,000-ish kilograms of thrust from its afterburner. It's got a Delta Wing with canards. It's truly a beautiful plane. And let's see what it gets. It does get countermeasures and missiles. It gets the RB-74s that I'm sure we all know and love, but it also gets RB-74Ms with IRCCM. They only have a 30G overload, but I would love to see how they actually perform in game. I imagine they're probably going to be pretty strong missiles. Beyond that, right now it only has the RB-71 dogfight air-to-air missiles, which they're not bad, but that probably leaves a little something to be desired. I think a lot of us expected the Grippen to launch with AIM-120s, since IRL, I believe it was designed to be an AIM-120 platform upon its inception. So maybe in the second dev server, or maybe in a patch earlier next year, we'll see the AIM-120s come into the game. But even with the dogfight missiles, I'm sure it will handle respectably. Other than that, it's getting a fantastic air-to-ground loadout with GBU-12 Paveway 2s, GBU-24 Paveway 3s, and GBU-16 Paveway 2s. Basically all the big boy bombs you could possibly want. In addition to that, it's getting the M70 rockets, its drag bombs, its non-drag bombs, and the RB-75. So, pretty much all of your air-to-ground needs are going to be covered, just don't ask it to crack a base. With that, it looks like, from what I'd heard, Britain will be getting one. It's just not here yet. So, as I understand from what Gaijin's been saying, there will be a Grippen C in the British tech tree, and Sweden is not going to be getting the Grippen C this patch. They're getting the Grippen A, and then in a future patch, they'll also get the Grippen C. So we'll see what comes on that when, I guess, we get the second dev server. But for now, it looks like it's going to be a pretty spicy plane. I'm sure that the British one will have some unique British... Well, actually, it's South African, so it might not have unique British bells and whistles, but I'm sure it'll be a phenomenal plane. We'll see what kind of missiles it gets, since the Grippen can carry all sorts of different options. I believe it can carry Mika, and I'm pretty sure it can carry Iris-T, and obviously it carries the AIM-120. So maybe we'll see them in game, maybe we won't, but I'm looking forward to it. Anyway, like, share, subscribe, comment down below which of these planes you're most excited for. It's really a toss-up for me. The Mirage 4000 seems like it's going to be awesome, but they've been building up hype for the Grippen all year, and they're both planes that you really don't get to see anywhere else. Either way, I'm super excited.